30th of April, Rabbi Levitt, Daniel.
Okay, what was that?
So this Malach of Prash was supporting the Persian kings in their opposition to Klal Yisrael and coming back to Eretz Yisrael and rebuilding Beis Hamikdash.
Uh-huh.
That's what it sounds like the fight was about. Okay. Okay, so we're in the middle of these comments. Oh, so you're up to the last comment before the next phrase of the pasuk.
Right. It says, I would have come to you from the first day that you set your heart, but have been delayed these 21 days through the heavenly prince of the Persian kingdom. That's Rav Sadia in the Ma'aneh HaYeshua.
Wow. So this heavenly prince of the Persian kingdom was preventing the Malach Gabriel from coming to appear and speak to Daniel.
Right. Okay. Next. It said Achad Hasarim Harishonim, one of the foremost princes, according to Rashi, one of the most eminent of the angels. It says, in the heavenly tribunal, Michael is the prince of Israel, as seen in verse 21. Michael, your heavenly prince, Ramban from Leviticus 18:28. Okay. However, it differentiates between Michael and the other angels cast in the position of heavenly princes, whereas the other angelic princes actually have a hegemony over their charges. Israel's prince is different because Hashem's portion is his people, unlike the other nations who are under the guidance and rule of their heavenly princes, their heavenly prince. This is what Moshe means when he admonished the Jews, take heed unto yourselves, and lest you raise your eye to the heaven and you see the entire legion of heaven, which Hashem your God has appointed to all the peoples under the entire heaven. But Hashem has taken you, that's from Devarim. Therefore, Michael's role is only that of an advocate for his people, which role he filled perfectly, as seen in this verse.
Oh.
Okay, so, okay. To Michael, okay, princes. He came to help Daniel. Oh, okay. That makes sense.
I think he helped Gabriel get away from the heavenly prince of the Persian kingdom to be able to come down and speak to Daniel.
Oh, okay. Okay, and the last comment, Va'ani notarti sham, and I remained there to act the petitions of the prince of the Persian kingdom. It says this is a recapitulation of what the angel has told Daniel up to now. Malbim sees this as prophetic symbolism representing the welfare of the Jews from that time on in the Persian Empire. I remained. My influence is now acknowledged by the heavenly prince of the Persian kingdom. Oh, okay.
Yeah, you got it.
Yeah, so he's protecting the Jews in the Persian kingdom, I guess. Seems like.
Symbolism representing the welfare of the Jews from that time on in the Persian Empire.
Mhm.
Mhm. Okay. Wow. Yeah. So we see the not only the 70 nations that we know that Chazal described the 70 nations as like 70 wolves surrounding Kivsa Achas, one
Uh-huh.
lone lamb, the Jewish people.
Right.
We see that they're Sare Mala, they're ministering angels, that Hashem appointed them to be over there, each of the 70 nations. They're also pretty anti-Semitic, I would say.
Uh-huh. Yes.
Okay, so without further ado, we go to the next pasuk, pasuk Yud Daled. We call upon Lou to continue, please.
Okay, Yud Daled. Uvasi laha v'necha es asher yikra la'amcha be'acharis hayamim ki od chazon layamim. I have come to make you understand what will befall your people in the end of days, for there is yet a vision for those days. I've come to make you understand, though I have used my influence to ensure your well-being under the Persians, do not be lulled into a false sense of security.
Wow.
What will befall other empires where I have not been able to make my influence felt will get rule over the Jews. For there is yet a vision of those days. There is yet a vision to be revealed to you, which will only be fulfilled in the many days allotted until the Kates, the end. The Yamim, the days of our verse, are synonymous with Yamim Rabim, many days, in 826. Daniel is being told that there are more visions that will allude to the occurrences that will take place during the years leading up to the final end. Case. The apparent meaning of this is that Yamim Rabim, many days, mentioned in 826 is being indicated by the vision of the night and the morning are contained in the Idan v'Idanim uflag Idan, time and times and half a time, of verse 725, which is interpreted in verse 12:7 as Moed Moadim Bachetzi. Hence, the visions of what is yet to come will be fulfilled in the Yamim Rabim, many days allotted for the Moed term that precedes the end, i.e. Moed Moedim Bechetzi. There was yet a vision about the suppression of the Jewish people that will come to pass in the days yet to come, i.e., under the Greeks and the Romans.
Mhm. Okay. Right.
Hmm.
Okay. Pasuk Tesvav. Next page. Round of applause for page 116 and 17.
Yay. Okay. That Bob says, Uvidabro imi kidavarim ha'ele natati panai artza v'ne'elamti. So when he spoke these words, to me, I turned my face towards the ground and was dumbfounded. I guess he was confused. Huh.
Yeah.
But I don't see any comment on that pasuk.
Yeah, we have in the Mitsudis. We have in the Mitsudis and Pasuk Tesvav. This last word, v'ne'elamti, he says miloshin ilem, mute. Oh, interesting. Somebody who's dumbfounded, like the word deaf and dumb.
Oh yeah, dumbfounded. So he couldn't say a word, couldn't say anything. Hmm.
And the Mitsudas David explains why was it that he couldn't say anything. Micharadat Mareh HaMalach. He was trembling from the sight of the Malach. So that's what Daniel is relating over here, he's relating his experience as the Malach is speaking to him. He set his face toward the ground, meaning that he didn't look at the Malach in the face, assuming he had a face. Well, we saw that he does.
Right.
So he described his physical appearance, although it obviously wasn't an actual physical appearance. It was a vision, because the other prophets didn't even see it.
Uh-huh. Wow.
And he was, put his face toward the ground, and he was dumbfounded. He was totally silent, because he was the Hareda, this Mara of the Malach Gabriel. Okay. Pasuk Tezayin. Lou.
That's Zion. V'hinei kidemus hinei adam nogea al sifasai va'eftach pi va'adabra va'omra el ha'omed D. Adoni Bamar Neefchu Tira Alai Below Atzarti Koach. Okay, so let's see. Then behold, one with the likeness of a human being touched my lips. I opened my mouth and spoke, and I said to the one standing opposite me, My Lord, during the vision, my joints shuddered, and I could retain no strength. One with the likeness of a human being, literally the likeness of the sons of man. The angel was changed from the awesome figure portrayed above into something like a man, so as to comfort Daniel and take away his fright. During the vision, in the previous part of the vision, my joints shuddered from fright. Malbim takes an opposite view of this verse, having become accustomed to the previous part of the vision. Daniel's fright was allayed somewhat, but when the angel assumed a new form for this part of the vision, his extreme fright returned. My joints shuddered, i.e., Daniel trembled so much that he felt as though his limbs were being dislocated. Rabbi Shmuel Maznuth derives Tzera from Tzirim V'chavalim, pangs and throes.
Like we say, Tsire Leda, birth pangs.
Oh, yeah.
Ah.
Wow. Quite an experience. Okay. Weiter. Pasuk Yud Zayin.
Okay.
Yud Zayin Yomim LaOmer.
Right. Very interesting. Okay, Yud Zayin. It says, the Hech Yuchal Eved Adoni Ze Lidaber Im Adoni Ze V'ani Me'ata Lo Ya'amad Bi Koach Neshama Lo Nishara Vi. Okay, so he says, how can this servant of my Lord speak with this Lord of mine? From now on, no strength will remain in me, and there is no breath left in me. Wow. Neshama lo nishara. Wow. Okay, so 17, it says, Eved Adoni Zeh, the servant of my Lord. He called the angel directly, addressing him now, my Lord, and himself servant. How can I, your servant, speak with you? Rav Sadia interprets, how can this servant of my Lord? And Daniel refers to himself as a servant of the angel whom he saw in the first part of the vision, speaking with Adonizeh, this is my Lord, which is with the angel now facing him. Okay. I think I would be dumbfounded too if that happened. Okay. Va'ani me'atam, from now on, even now that I have recovered from my initial shock, I still do not feel strong enough to talk to you. The previous fright had drained my strength.
Hmm. Okay.
Wow.
Pasuk Yud Ches. Lou.
Yes. Vayosef, Vayiga, B, Kimar A, Adam, Vayechazkeni. Then he, the likeness of a human being, touched me again and strengthened me. The likeness of a human being, while still in the guise of a man, he touched me again and strengthened me with his encouraging words.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Okay. Pasuk Yud Tes.
Okay, Yud says, Vayomer al tira ish hamudot shalom lach chazak kedabro imi hitchazakti va'amora yidaber adoni ki chizaktani. Wow. Okay, so he said, fear not, greatly beloved man, peace to you, and grow stronger and stronger. As he spoke to me, I strengthened myself, and I said, speak, my Lord, for you have strengthened me. Okay, it says, chazak v'chazak, grow stronger and stronger. Chazak literally means grow strong and grow strong. Chazak, grow strong in body, v'chazak, and grow in spirit. That's interesting. Okay, two chazaks.
Mm-hmm. Two Chazaks. Okay, Pasuk Chaf. Back to Lou, right?
Vayomer hayadata lama but psi elecha v'ata ashuv lehi lachem im sar paras v'ani yotze v'hine sar yavan ba. Let's see. He said, do you know why I came to you? Now I will return to do battle with the heavenly prince of Persia. Then I will depart, but behold, the heavenly prince of Greece approaches. He said, do you know? This is a rhetorical question. Now you know that my intentions are just to help you. Thus, now, do you know why I have come to you? Now I will return. Though I have already achieved victory in my first battle with the heavenly prince of the Persian kingdom, the sending up of the exile to Eretz Yisrael in the first year of Cyrus, I still have another battle to fight. The rebuilding of the temple was stopped in the days of Cyrus. This follows Abarbanel's interpretation that the 3 weeks were weeks of days. Hence, this vision occurred in the 3rd year of Cyrus, before the rebuilding of the temple started again. According to Rashi, the angel revealed himself to Daniel not before the 2nd year of Darius the Persian, after the end of Cyrus' reign. If so, the heavenly prince of Persia could refer to the trouble the Jews had over the erection of the wall around Jerusalem in the 20th year of Artaxerxes, as related in Nehemiah. Then I will depart, though I was able to exert influence in the favor of the Jews during the hegemony of the Persians. When the time comes for the heavenly prince of Greece, i.e., for Greek domination of the Jewish exile, I must depart, i.e., my presence will not be able to make its influence felt. Hence, the exile under the Greeks will not be as mild and benevolent as under the Persians.
Wow.
Quite amazing. So there's a lot. Okay. That'll do it for today, I think.
Thank you, Rabbi.
Okay.
Very good. Have a good day.
Have a good day, Mayor.
Thank you. You too. Lou, have a good day.
Thank you, Mayor. You too.
Thank you.
All right, Rabbi, I'll see you in a few minutes.
Bezrat Hashem.